ancient Egypt. You did like a 3-part series on that. What inspired you to do that?
So that's part of a world history series. So I'm doing a world history series, all of human civilization. So it starts with the Sumerians and the Assyrians, the Babylonians, and then just progressing through all of the ancient. Still, I'm still working through all of the ancient civilizations, all the way through about 500 CE. Then after that, I think I'll have the writer bring me the next batch of scripts from around 500 CE to maybe the Industrial Revolution or so. I'm not sure how he's going to tackle that. So I had a historian write me some scripts and just going with that.
Oh, okay. Wow. Because I was gonna say, yeah, your videos, they have a lot of information. I was going to ask you, if it's okay to ask you, like, how long does it take? Because the viewers we take for granted. You might have a 5-minute video, but you covering a lot of time.
Yeah. Yeah. So for when I hire writers, I don't know how long it takes them, however long it takes them. For me, I mean, I write scripts that are more, in my expertise. So when it's chemistry, obviously, but then also, biochemistry, biology, certain areas of physics, astronomy, mathematics, to a point. Although the newest math stuff I'm doing is someone else wrote. But for me, yeah, I mean, it can vary because I batch them. So if I'm going to do 30 tutorials, right, I'm writing 30 scripts. So I'm either working out of a textbook or other reference material. Can take a couple weeks, probably 2 or 3 weeks, maybe, to write a whole series like that.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Now let me say, I wanted to ask you because like ancient Egypt is a controversial topic. Do you feel like you received a lot of pushback or not really?
Not really. I mean, furthermore, I would not say that it is a controversial topic at all. I mean, amongst historians, I think that the controversy would be from people who fall for pseudo history, disinformation on the internet, and then don't like when actual facts are provided that contradict the lies they fell for. So, for whatever reason, ancient Egypt is just a source of all the ancient alien stuff and all the pseudo archaeology trend that's going on right now. Your Graham Hancock and all these people. That is of no bearing to the world of actual legitimate historians. They don't care about that. So with my Egypt content, just as with my Mesopotamia content or ancient Greece or ancient Rome or whatever it is, it's just here is a summary of what historians know about this time period. And the degree to which we are certain about it. Certainly, there are things that that there's some dispute. Right? There's a lack of a lot of concrete evidence. So different historians have different proposals in terms of looking at this tablet and this record and whatever it is, we can surmise this, but we're not certain because we didn't, et cetera. Certainly, there are things that we don't know completely, but that's the end of it. And more evidence can arise later that will revise our understanding, and I leave that to the historians to do.
Okay, okay, definitely, I respect that. Now I can ask you this: while you're doing a 3-part series, did you find anything new that you didn't already know, or did you find anything interesting in particular about any other parts of Egypt?
Yeah, I mean, I knew very, very little, obviously. And when I'm going way outside of science, I did not study social sciences or humanities. I did not study world history. I didn't study anything about Egypt in a formal setting. Right. When I was in college, I studied science. It was a liberal arts school, so we did have to take some distribution credits. So I did take I did take one history class, but it was on something. I think it was something around the medieval period, and I took intro religion and like different kind of stuff like that. But no, I had no formal training regarding Egypt, so all of it was new to me. I guess in terms of something interesting that I learned, I mean, I knew that it was a very that ancient Egypt has a very long, rich history. But I guess I didn't realize precisely how long. I mean, we're talking really about 3,000 years of recorded history. So the very, very first pharaohs are more distant from, say, Cleopatra and the Ptolemies than the Ptolemies are from today, right? So like the first pharaohs were more ancient to the last pharaohs than the last pharaohs are to us, which is kind of crazy. And I mean, not even pharaohs, but going all the way to Hellenistic Greece and the Ptolemaic kingdom and all that stuff. So the history series has been really cool for me. Really, any series where I knew very little going into it, I get to learn a lot because I go from next to no knowledge to a little, not a lot, but a little bit of knowledge. So it's all new to me. So it's I basically get paid to learn, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it sounds challenging, you know what I'm saying? But you get to learn some new stuff and make some bread at the same time.
Yeah.
That's real cool.
Mhm.
You made a good point as well. Like you say, I think a lot of people don't realize, like you say, you're going 3000 BCE. That's really like 5,000 years ago. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
5,000
saying?
years ago.
When you get to the Roman period, or that might be AD, which might be 2,000 years ago, and we
Yeah.
closer to that than the.
Yes.